Hey, it's time for Rick's Riff Raff Corner.
It's time for Rick's Riff Raff Corner. It's time for Rick's Riff Raff Corner. Rick's Riff Raff Corner. It's time for Rick's Riff Raff Corner.
Alright. What do we got in store today? Alright, a good old coronet film. Instruction. Build your vocabulary verb by verb, noun by noun, pronouns, hyphens. Oh my god! Educate me, John DeBoer. With your high stereophonic RCA system.
Your committee will continue to investigate and hopes to present a definite
I
recommendation
hope so.
at next month's meeting of the Civic Association.
Wow, how the hell long does it take to investigate?
Mr. Chairman.
Chairperson.
I want to
Oh no, it's the guy that doesn't have a very good vocabulary. It's that guy.
We need it because we need a place for our boys and girls to play.
Oh my god, somebody slap him upside the head.
We need a place for our kids to play. Jungle gym.
Ideas is one of the first steps in building your vocabulary. People can be interested.
Looks
in
like you
new
got
ideas
something wrong with your
when
ear
those
too, bud.
ideas are expressed
And the
in
hairline.
well-selected words.
You know what I mean?
This use of exact words.
And
to
here's his
communicate
son,
your
who
ideas
has a
applies
worse
to written
vocabulary
words
than
as much
him.
as to spoken
Let's
words.
watch.
Hello, Dad. Hi, Dad.
Oh, what's the matter?
Well, I just made an ass of myself at the community meeting. Everybody thought that I couldn't speak very well, but you know me, just nerves. I didn't have my shot of brandy before I
I
went.
thought you might like to read my term paper before I hand it in tomorrow.
Absolutely not, son. Leave me alone. Just get my slippers and maybe a big cigar. Where's your mom?
Monuments or playgrounds.
Hey, that was my idea. Son, have you been peeking in my room lately?
Juvenile delinquency in our community can be traced to our lack of public playgrounds and our lack
Thank the
of
Lord
a
he can
planned
read.
recreational program.
Programs.
We are not without our public parks.
Recreational
They are landscape
programs.
monuments rather than playgrounds. planned for the
He's
direction of
reading
youthful
words.
energy into character-building channels. Why, Pete,
Pretty soon we'll be able
you
to
express
speak
your
well.
ideas very well.
Thanks, son.
But this isn't the way you talk, is it?
Well,
Well,
no.
that depends.
Actually, I
But you
speak
see,
German.
This is a term paper, and, well, as I understand it,
You
when you're talking
turn
or
every
writing,
page
you use
over
words
and
that fit
read
the
every
occasion.
side. That's why they call it a
Here.
turn page.
The words you use, they sound good, and they seem to be the right words to say what you mean.
They're the right words
Well,
for the
that's-
wrong
I-
expression.
Well, that's what I...
Or the
Where
wrong
did you learn
expression
all those
for the
words?
right words.
Well, you see, I keep a vocabulary notebook. It's a good
Over
way to
here
learn
next
new
to
words
my
to increase
little
your
black
vocabulary,
book.
so you can express your ideas better. Whenever I come across a new word, reading or listening to someone, I write it down. Later,
Here,
I
look
put
at
it in
this.
notebook.
Oh,
Let's
grab
see.
the wrong book.
I write down the pronunciation
And
the
then draw
definition of
little
each word,
pictures in it.
and then some synonyms.
Look, I made a flip movie.
But then, of course, I try using the word.
And it never
Using the word
works
correctly a few
because I
times
don't really
is what
understand the
fixes it in
meaning of it.
vocabulary.
So I
And a
write
good
it
working
down
vocabulary helps you
28
to be more
times.
explicit.
Well, you certainly surprised me with your vocabulary.
And I certainly
Yes,
surprised
indeed.
myself being able to read from a cue
more
card so
explicit.
greatly. Thank you, everyone.
So Mr. Willis began a vocabulary notebook in a business-like way. First, he considered the context in which the word was used.
Valence.
Now, where did I hear that?
Mary.
She was
Would you
talking
come
about
over here and
redecorating
give
this
me
room.
a back
Here.
rub with your valences
Over the
out?
window. It would make it more dramatic. Don't you think a valance would be effective?
Yeah, right outside your skull, honey.
Valance must be some kind of
They
decoration.
used to do that back in those
But
days.
do I have to bother with all these special words?
Well, I'll
Maybe I'd
never be
better.
able to
I
get
certainly
them.
want to have a say in how the house is
I'll never be able to
decorated.
learn them because my receding hairline.
short curtain as the
Someone's
valance
gotta be
over the
that
top of a
hairline.
window. The valance would look good up there.
Yeah, or maybe some
Maybe
lighter
this
curtains
will
or
help me
something.
understand
Damn
what
place
Mary's
is so
talking
freaking
about.
dark. Somebody turn a light
Balance
on.
had only a single meaning.
Hey, I
Other
did that
words,
just
like
this morning. I've
vacillate, have many
escalated.
meanings. The only way to tell which meaning is intended is from the context in which it is used.
Oh, there's only one way to vasculate, dude.
Synonyms: fluctuate, waver,
Oh.
oscillate, wait a minute.
Vacillate.
Too many words.
Oh, I mean like when you
nearly the
bend
same
over and
thing,
use Vacillate
But still they're
into
different.
grease.
Nobody can learn all those words. I'm going to bed.
Well, I know more from just this last 3 minutes than I have in the
But
last
next morning,
28
Mr. Willis
years
found
of
he
my
couldn't
life.
escape unfamiliar words when his wife called.
He hung right back up.
Yes,
It's like,
dear.
man, I don't
Will you
want to
stop
talk
at
to
the library and
that
get me that
bitch.
anthology of plays?
Oh,
All right,
honey,
dear.
stop. What are you talking about?
Anthology. Why
I
does
combed
everybody
my
in this
hair. If I
family
combed my
use
hair
fancy
across,
words?
that would look stupid, silly.
In the morning newspaper, he found words that looked
Mayor,
familiar enough,
I
yet when he studied them,
use
their meanings weren't
all
explicit.
tamanantine, madam.
Even in his work, he began to be aware that he used words that he could not define precisely.
And so after he woke
Not
up from his
feasible
mid-morning
to allocate
nap,
necessary production facilities. Feasible. Allocate.
damn words, feasible. Miss Wilson, come over here and tell me what this gosh darn word means before I
discuss their new electrotyping process with variable type.
electroshock
I'll tell him you're
therapy.
busy to come back later.
Hey, get back here.
Going to get her one more nasty cup of coffee and I'm gonna blow.
You know, Dad, explicit.
Come on, man.
A good
You
working
remember the
vocabulary
book?
helps you to be
Yeah,
more
get that
explicit.
list out, dude, and look it up.
Well,
there you
I
go.
guess I need this.
Anthony like
Anthology.
Jinglandallenby.
An anthology of modern plays.
An
This is the book Mary
anthology
wanted.
modern blaze. I
So
guess
that's
he
what an
needs
anthology is. A
vocabulary,
collection.
speech
Now, what else
therapy.
came of my trip to the library?
Well, that
Each of us
librarian's
has certain interests
pretty
which we
darn
need to
nice
share
too. I
with
caught her
others.
staring at my
If we know
junk.
the special vocabulary, we will understand what people are talking about, and
Well,
other people will
Most of the
understand
time,
us.
that's not true.
This book will help
'Cause I
Mr.
can't
Willis
understand
have
a
say
word
in the
you guys are
decoration
saying.
of his home. This book on the fundamentals of printing will help him in the conduct of his business.
It's really too bad that all the words in it were printed backwards.
Books on special interest subjects help us build the vocabulary we need to talk the language of others.
And that's not the only language I'm going to talk. At the next meeting of the Civic Association, I'm going to sell my idea, or mine name isn't Willis.
Alright. It's been about a month, and I'm sure Mr. Whizzlesticks
Chairman?
can talk better. Let's listen in, shall
Ladies
we?
and gentlemen, for many years now,
Ladies and gentlemen,
our city council has wavered between a policy of no parks and beautiful but useless parks.
hey, you've been using
The time
flash
has come
cards, haven't ya?
To present the council with
Speed it up, speed it up.
An ultimatum.
See, you learned big words, but they slow you down.
Yes, people
They
can
slow you
be
down,
interested
Bob.
in new ideas when those ideas are expressed clearly and effectively.
Why, look, even
Increased
his new
knowledge of words has
toupee
enabled Mr.
is a
Willis to think
plus
through his
and a
ideas
positive
more
change in
logically
his
and
life.
to present them more effectively to an appreciative audience.
Now his son is going to
We
make
will
shadow
tell them that it is
puppets.
feasible. That the city budget is nothing more or less
Then
than a
hogwash,
plan
jibber
for
jabber,
spending
and a
our
whole
money.
bunch of poo poo.
A plan which can and must be adapted to meet our needs.
Yeah,
Words that we
you know,
choose
some of these
carefully to
needs,
say
but
what we mean,
I
choose
didn't
for the
mean to
audience and the
smile.
occasion, help us gain support for our ideas.
I can't tell him he was my
And
father.
not
I don't
only
want
in
anybody
speaking.
to know I need to
Effective
go
use
out
of
the back.
words helps us think and write more forcefully.
Another
and with more
paper,
interest when we
son?
prepare
Come
term
on.
papers and other
You're not
school
going to get me
assignments.
twice this week in 1 week. No way.
Command of words helps us contribute to debates and discussions.
Master
We
debates.
communicate more quickly and more effectively. Being skilled in the use of words aids us
Can
in
help
selling
you
ourselves
run
when
somebody
we
in
look
the
for
ground.
jobs.
Bust their
Whenever we're
balls.
around people,
Give them a really
good
good
vocabulary
going
helps us
over.
say what we
Hey,
mean
you rotten,
and
festering
understand
hunk
what
of
others
scant
mean.
tissue. Get
Pete
your
has
ass
developed
over
his
here
skill
before
in
I kick
communication
you and
through
dot
words,
your eyes for you,
just
buddy.
as Mr. Willis
I'll
has.
put you right back
Just
into
as you
next
can,
week and you won't even know
by
what the
being
hell hit
alert
you.
to words,
Oh,
by using words
I'm
that
sorry,
say
honey. What was for
exactly
dinner?
What you mean. By building your vocabulary.
one
see that
syllable
program carried
at
out,
a time.
then
And
we can
don't
achieve our
forget
goal by
to
going before the council
enunciate each
and
and
making
every
our
word
demands
Well, I know I'm smarter now. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you on the flip side, everybody. Bye-bye.